Kevin Hart joining us. Good morning, buddy. How are you, man? Good to see you.
I'm good, man. Good morning to you. How you doing?
Good. You are surrounded by famous faces on my Zoom here that I see.
Yeah, you see it? It's my background. It makes me feel like I'm in a comedy club all the time.
I see Richard Pryor over one shoulder.
Yeah,
Chris
Richard
Rock
Pryor,
over there.
Bernie Mac, Chris Rock, Red Fox. I got you can't see him. I got Chappelle.
Yeah.
Who else do I have hidden in the back because of problems that are out of my control? Bill Cosby's back there, but I had to bury him behind some other ones.
Understood.
That wasn't good.
Chappelle, I had seen a special of his, obviously, but I watched all of his specials over this lockdown. My God, is he a genius? I knew he was, but you can watch those over and over, those specials.
Yeah.
He's pound for pound the GOAT in my mind. Good friend, good mentor, good brother. I can go down the list, man. Who else? I got Seinfeld in here. I don't want you to think that, I'm racist. There's a white guy. There's a white guy in here too. George Carlin. So, I'm spreading it around. It's a lot of nice diversity in my comedy portfolio in my office.
It's so good to see that crowd gathered together. So now, Kevin, it is no secret that you had COVID. During all of this. Now, you didn't reveal it. You didn't really say much about it when it happened. Why was that?
Well, because I'm talking about it in my new stand-up special. I got a lot to say, and a lot of good different things to say. I think in this next special, I got an opportunity to basically be a version of myself that people haven't seen. A little edgier, a little angrier, a little more irritated, and rightfully so. So there's a reason for it. I just kept it to myself.
It is interesting to hear you say angrier, edgier, more irreverent. I mean, you have an irreverence to you in your act.
It's all done in a way to make sure that I'm still family and corporate friendly.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
well, I see you on some commercials, so I understand.
At the end of the day,
you're trying to sell me stuff often, so I get it.
I'm a brand, and I think sometimes with being a brand, you have to be conscious. You have to have one foot in, one foot out. So
what's made you angry? What's made you? And you don't have to reveal your act, but what's made you angry?
The fact that I think people have forgotten. The anger comes from a little chip that's now on my shoulder that, you may have forgotten how I got to where I am. And I think it's easy to get lost. Some people, when they see you at the top and, there's a successful portfolio, it becomes, oh God, washed down, or just like the family guy, just always the kids, the friends, etc. You forget how I got there. You forget the version of me that opened up those doors. So, this special is about inserting just a reminder that I can flip that switch on whenever I want. And flipping it off was a choice. It was a choice because of the road that I was going down in my career, in my businesses, etc. But, a little frustration, a little chip made me go, okay, this one I'm just going to smack people in the face with a high side of reality and a version of me that you just don't expect. So it's this one it's going to be a lot of head turning and a lot of wows after this one here.
I love that.
One of the headlines that I love to see, and this is a little bit more mainstream than what you're talking about, but one of the headlines I love to see was Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I mean, this is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, man. Me and Will Smith, both from Philadelphia. We have been trying our best to find the thing that we can do. Like we've stayed away from it for so long because it just hasn't been right. Nothing has kind of been the thing that we felt that we can make special and can make our own. And when the idea of remaking this came up, it's something that we felt that we could basically elevate each other in. Between he and I, you get the personalities, you get the clash, you get the relationship, and ultimately the journey that we go on. So, we both agreed that this is the one, and right now we're in that development process. I'm excited.
So not that it would be the same, but are you the John Kennedy character, or is
Will? Because of my weight, yeah. Because of my what I'm doing.
I'm watching you on Instagram. You're barely working out.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm figuring it out, man. It's a lot of just, weight that I just can't explain. So I'm going with the candy roll. And
let's take a quick break. Come back. A couple of things we gotta mention here that are going on right now with Kevin Hart after this on KISS. Kevin Hart joining us on our Zoom call here. There's a new episode of Celebrity Game Face. That's on E tonight. This was supposed to be like a one-off, wasn't it?
Hey man, sometimes you get lucky and hit a ball out the park. This was
sometimes.
This was a pandemic idea that we felt could be cool just because there was nothing for people to watch. It was a way to incorporate some celebrities into a fun, like viral atmosphere. And we just did one. We was like, let's just do one. And we did the one and we were like, wow, got a good response. All right, let's do like 4 or 5 more. Then they got a crazy response. Then we said, all right, well, I think we kind of doing a full season now. And now the show is just getting bigger and better and people want to do it. So I never thought that I would be in the game show atmosphere. Like I was just supposed to be a producer, do the first one, and that was it. But I've had such a good time that I said, this is now something I have to add to the portfolio and really have my hands in and make sure that I stay a part of because it's getting better and better and better. So major shout out to E for seeing the potential, and major shout out to my partners with critical time content and Heartbeat. We do a great job, and this is massive for us. This is a big deal, man.
Taking over the game show world too. I mean, leave something for the rest of us.
And by accident, I'm gonna admit to your face, this was an accident.
That makes it even worse. It was an accident. Like I'm trying to host these shows.
And he has a baby on the way. Congratulations.
Yeah, that should drop any day now. We're waiting on that baby to come out.
I better hurry up, right?
Yeah, I don't know what it could happen during this Zoom interview. I have no idea when the baby is coming. All I know is I just want the baby to come fast. I've never seen an angrier, edgier woman in my life. I mean, when I tell you,
those last few weeks.
Oh my God, I've never seen it. And she's just literally, she wants the baby out. She's at the end. She's at the tail end of it. And everything I do is bad. Everything is irritating.
Everything. Yeah, just looking at you is irritating.
Every day, walking in the house, closing the door. Stop slamming it. I thought it just close it.
That's why you've locked yourself in a room with cardboard cutouts because you are not safe anywhere.
Yeah, it's nothing. Nothing is okay. Nothing is okay. I went to go get her. She asked me for, I think it was a Frappuccino, something from Starbucks, and it's not that far from where we live. But this was the day that it was like 1:20, right? So I take my car, I go, and I wanted to drive. I got an old school car. I love old schools. I got the top down, and it's hot. I'm like, I'm just driving to Starbucks. I get it. I come home. And it melted a little bit. Like, it wasn't as crisp, I guess, as it should. She was like, so I send you to do one thing and you just can't come back in time. And I was like, what? You act like I melted it. It's 120 degrees outside. Why would you drive that car? Why would you take that car? You knew that's what I wanted. I was like, I'll go back. I don't want it. Forget it. I'll just figure this one out. I was like, all right. It's so bad, man. He's on it.
I love it so much. That's so true.
She's right, though. Why take a convertible in 120 degrees?
Yeah, I mean, she is right.
She's got a point, bro.
I have nothing else to do with my time. What are you talking about?
Right.
Why take it? I'm excited to do something. I've never ran out the house faster. Hey, you want Starbucks? Yeah, I'll go right now. Yes.
Well, being a parent, being a father, it definitely gives more significance and carries weight. What you're doing on ABC, the VOMO, Voter Miss Out special. Tell us about that a bit.
Yeah, man. Michelle Obama, she called in a favor, and I don't even like to say favor because at the end of the day, it's Michelle Obama. So there is no world where I'm going to ever say no. She just wanted help with getting the message out to vote, regardless of what side you were coming from, just getting people to understand that they truly can make a difference, that they truly do have a voice. And I think that's been a big problem just in the world today. A lot of people choose not to because they feel like their voice is just, something that goes in the wind and has no effect. I was guilty of that myself at a young age, and I know a lot of other young people are probably just as guilty today. So the special was just to encourage people to get to the polls and make a choice. At the end of the day, be a part of the change in the world that you are voicing on a daily. And tweets and posts are one thing, but actual action is another. So I think it was something great. I love the initiative behind it. I love the fact that she's as active as she is, and me being a host and standing up and using that platform to encourage was something that I jumped at.
That's going to be Monday, 10/9 Central on ABC.
Yes.
That election day is going to come fast.
It's going to be here before you know it, man. Before you know it, it will be here.
Hey, great to see you looking good, healthy, back together, having fun, baby on the way, hosting game shows, specials for the vote. He's got franchises coming out. The guy's taking over.
Yeah, I'm trying to, man. I just got to get myself together. Once I get this weight off, then I'll be
You're doing fine. Appreciate you. Take care of yourself, Kevin.
Thank you, guys. Y'all take it easy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.